Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the debate. Gyanvapi is where it is said a mosque was built on the ruins of a very ancient mandir. That is the belief of the Hindu community. Gyanvapi is at the core of our Hindu tradition, of our Shiv Bhakti as a nation. And in a step towards closure, very, very important, the Archaeological Survey of India, by submitting its report to the court, and the court saying there will be no gag on letting the whole world know the contents of what the ASI has found in Gyanvapi, the real question only is this: will those who oppose the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya, despite the known history of Ram Janmabhoomi, now at least learn from their mistakes? Will they realize that belittling the court, attacking archaeological and scientific findings, and sidelining the true historical facts which are being unraveled about the Hindu civilisational history will not take them anywhere? Because case by case by case by case, the Hindus are going as per the due process of the law, no matter how long it takes. And through that process, what is being established beyond doubt is that Hindu places of worship have been overridden by the Aurangzebs. And then that overriding has been celebrated and absorbed and rationalized by the anti-Hindu side. My view is that it's time to learn from Ayodhya, reconcile. Of course, there's a legal process, but I must remind everyone there was a period of mediation in Ayodhya. It should have been accepted. The mediation should have led to a reality. And there are many people who are saying now that forget what the Supreme Court said. The Muslim side should have given the land to the Hindu side in Ayodhya, but that didn't happen. So tomorrow or whenever this ASI survey comes out, will Sonia Gandhi and OAC, the Gandhi OAC group, can they rubbish the findings of the ASI just for the sake of narrative building? If it doesn't go their way, what if the ASI finds that this was a temple? If it is found that the Shivling is found at a distance of 83 feet from the Nandi statue, these people cannot say that the ASI is working for the RSS. Is the Archaeological Survey of India working for the RSS? No, the Archaeological Survey of India is working to restore the science behind the archaeological and cultural history of the country. Because what Ayodhya should have taught these people, the anti-Hindu people, is that no matter the level of shouting or cacophony, Hindus no more will buy into any narrative setting that is done for them. Hindus are confident now. They will set their own narrative, they will follow the law and ensure that the truth, whatever the truth is revealed and followed. Let's debate.
Was the Gyanvapi complex built on a temple? The answers could lie in the report that will be out on Thursday.
Momentum gained a couple of years back when 5 women devotees wanted year-round access to Shringar Gauri on the western wall of the Gyanvapi complex. It ultimately led to demands for an archaeological survey of the site to prove whether it's a temple or not. Now, with today's order asking for the ASI report to be made public, we would know for sure scientifically whether the Gyanvapi complex is a temple or not.
Archaeological Survey of India's 1400-page scientific report has the most detailed version of the Gyanvapi truth.
हमारा कोर्ट के सामने कहना था कि सील्ड कवर में रिपोर्ट फाइल नहीं हो सकती थी और रिपोर्ट की कॉपी हमें उपलब्ध कराई जाए। कोर्ट ने दोनों पक्षों को सुना और दोनों पक्ष ये मांग कर रहे हैं कि रिपोर्ट की कॉपी उनको दी जाए। अंजुमन इंतजामिया भी कह रहे हैं रिपोर्ट की कॉपी उनको दी जाए। हम भी ये कह रहे हैं, दोनों पक्षों में सहमति बनी कि ये सील कवर ओपन किया जाए और रिपोर्ट की कॉपी दी जाए।
Hindu side wanted access to the report submitted on December 19th.
Report will prove the truth. No question of in my favor or against me. It will prove the truth. And it proved the truth that Hindu temple were demolished. And present construction will be used thereafter. This thing will be proved by survey, I am sure. And you will find that there are ample evidence which has been collected by ASI. That will be coming by, I think, by tomorrow, you will get the report. We will get the report.
while the Muslim side had fought in court against the release of it. Access to the Gyanvapi report is seen by the Hindu side as a shot in the arm. Will it be Kashi after Ayodhya? Let's debate.
Advocate Vishnu Shankar Jain, the senior lawyer representing the Hindu side in the Gyanvapi case, along with Sadhvi Jayabharti and Ishkaran Bhandari, are taking on Zubair Memon and Atikur Rahman. Zubair and Atikur Rahman, with all respect to your views and your beliefs, the fact is that if there is historical evidence and if scientifically it is proven by the Archaeological Survey of India that there is proof that a temple existed, then nobody and no court can stop Hindus from worshipping there. I repeat, if the archaeological evidence of the ASI is that this is the site of an ancient Hindu Shiv Mandir, then no court can stop the Hindus from exercising their right to worship there. Therefore, I am of the view, Atik, that it is better that the Muslim side does not try to block the legitimate rights of the Hindus, not make the same mistake it has made in the past, shows the true spirit of secularism, stops trying to attack and fight the Hindus and deny the Hindus the right to worship in one of the most ancient places of worship for the Hindu community. If you make it an ego issue and you say we don't care about scientific evidence, then you will lose in court. I'm saying, why do you want to go through the court process and why not accept mediation, settle the issue, let the Hindus have the right to worship? It will be the end of the case. Atikur Rahman, first Zubair Memon, and then the Hindu side will respond.
Wonderful. Wonderful arguments, Arnab. That's the whole point we are saying. That
Thank
why
you.
to waste the precious time of the ASI when every history book mentions that the Gyanvapi structure stands on a demolished temple. This has been corroborated by various historians, including Irfan Habib Sahab. So why the government of India, the present pro-Hindutva government, the Modi government, not repealing or amending the 1991 Places of Worship Act? The Indian people would like to know from the government of India. Let the whole world know that this shroud is being played by the BJP government only for the purpose of polarization and winning elections in the name of religion and nothing else. What stopped
The
this
BJP
government?
has not made the temple.
Please do not
The
divide the people of India.
the BJP did not exist when the Gyanvapi Mandir was built. बीजेपी ने ज्ञानवापी मंदिर नहीं बनाया. आप क्या हर चीज में बीजेपी डालते रहते?
Today it's the ruling
What are you talking about
party
BJP? Let me get in
with a very,
Advocate
very
Vishnu
wide
Shankar Jain.
chest.
I think the ASI report should be. तो ASI report public कर दीजिए ना. Muslim side को बोलिए. Let the Muslim side release the ASI report. You have got the, have you got the ASI report with you,
Let
Vishnu
the
Shankar Jain?
government of India repeal or amend the act.
So I just tell you, Mr. Atikur Rahman, first let me respond to Mr. Atikur Rahman Arnab. And I want to ask a question from him. We have heard his statement today, and I want, please record this statement. Because when the BJP government repeals the Places of Worship Act, Mr. Atikur Rahman will be the first person in the country to go and challenge it in the Supreme Court. When 370 was repealed, it was challenged in the Supreme Court. When Citizenship Amendment Act was brought, it was challenged in the Supreme Court. So let him give a statement that if such an act is repealed, he will not challenge it in any court of law and he'll accept such a repeal.
I dare the government of India.
I dare you.
I dare the government of India.
See, you have dared the government of
I
India
dared
when
the
Article
government of
70
India.
was there. And you have seen what
I
is the
am
fate
no entity,
and what the
sir.
power the government of
I
India
am
can
no
exercise.
entity.
So if you are daring the government of
Who
India on a
is
national
playing
television,
on the
I dare you.
people's
I dare you, Mr.
aspirations?
Atikur Rahman, please
It's the
say
Modi
on a national television that you will not challenge the repeal of Places of Worship Act. I dare you. Please, I dare you, you say this. Point number
Mr.
one.
Jain, you know
Point
this
number
is
two,
not the
Arnab.
first time
No,
I am
see, I don't
revealing
want to,
this.
I don't want to
This
join
is
issues
not
with
the
you.
first time
you are
I'm
not
revealing
answering the
this.
question. Another point number two is this, that today the Honorable District Court of Varanasi, after listening to the arguments of Anjuman Intizamiya, have decided that the report of both the party or report of Archaeological Survey of India has to be given to both the parties. Tomorrow we are going to apply for the certified copy of the report, and it is most likely that tomorrow we'll get the certified copy of the Archaeological Survey of India report. Let me tell you, Arnab, that during this 92 days of survey, 350 artifacts pertaining to Hindu temple, Hindu deities, Hindu idols were found in this survey. And the Archaeological Survey of India will also give a categorical report on the question that whether the western wall is old or these three domes are old. And Hindu temple was partly demolished and it was given a shape of the mosque. All these will come, the truth will come in the report of the Archaeological Survey of India.
So why to polarize?
The report of the Archaeological
Why
Survey of
to
India.
polarize?
When the report of Archaeological
Go
Survey
ahead,
of India
sir.
come, the truth will come out. Arnab, the shivling which you are showing on your television, they used to do wuzu on this shivling. And this shivling was cleaned under the orders of the Honorable Supreme Court. In this shivling area,
Don't
detailed
hate monger.
Archaeological of India order was
Mr.
directed.
Jain, don't
by the
hate
Honorable
monger.
High Court on 12th of May, 2023.
Don't make the two communities
who went
fight.
against this order to the Supreme Court.
Nothing has
And
been
got a
established
survey of
yet.
ASI survey
1 minute.
on this area. Because, Arnab, let me say you.
1 minute.
He is
Atikur Rahman.
provoking, Arnab. He is
Atikur Rahman. Atikur Rahman. Atikur Rahman. Atikur Rahman. Mr. Rahman, 1 minute. 1 minute. I let me get others in also. First of all, I don't think Vishnu Shankar Jain is hate mongering. He is a very devoted to the cause. And the way he has been fighting for the cause and his father as is extremely exemplary. Second point is this, that he is not hate mongering, sir. It is all these Muslim rulers, Muslim invaders like Kutubuddin Aibak, who was hate mongering, Iltutmish, who was hate mongering, Mahmud Sharki was hate mongering. When he kept demolishing, these Muslim rulers kept demolishing. 1 minute, sir, बात तो करने दीजिए, आपको चुभती है क्या?
What right
खुलकर
of
बोलूंगा,
state-
चुभेगी क्या आपको?
What
आपको
right
क्यों
of
चुप रही है?
state
मैं तो उनके बारे में बोल रहा हूँ.
India?
मैं आपके बारे में नहीं बोल रहा.
Modi,
मैं आपके बारे में नहीं बोल रहा.
The mighty Modi.
मैं आप अरे आप कुतुबुद्दीन ऐबक को क्यों सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं? अरे आप इल्तुतमिश को क्यों सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं भाई?
अरे
मैं आपके बारे में नहीं बोल रहा.
ऐबक मर गया, खाक में मिल गया, खाक में मिल गया सारे मुस्लिम सल्तनत.
अरे भाई,
अभी ये 56 इंच को बोलने दो ना भाई.
औरंगजेब के तहत क्यों राइट्स
ये
क्लेम कर रहे हैं?
56 इंच
मगर-
किससे
मगर-
खिलवाड़
होना
कर रहा
चाहिए,
है?
बोलिए कि शिवलिंग है वजू ना, ये शिवलिंग है, इस पे वजू नहीं होना चाहिए था, ये फाउंटेन
इतनी
नहीं
चुभती है।
और उसकी जांच होनी
अरे
चाहिए.
आप
इश्करन,
भड़काओगे
नहीं,
कब
नहीं,
तक शिवलिंग
नहीं,
के
नहीं, the
नाम
point
पर?
is- the point-
भगवान के नाम पर भड़काते हो.
किसको भड़का रहे हैं?
कैसे हिंदुओं, शर्म
आप यहाँ
करो,
पे
शर्म.
हमारे पे
नहीं,
शिवलिंग पे वजू
भड़काने
कर रहे
वाली
थे,
बात है.
और ये
के
भड़काने
नाम
वाली
पर
बात है.
भड़काना बंद करो और स्पेशल
कोई
सेशन
शिवलिंग पे
बुला के
वजू करे तो भड़काने वाली बात नहीं है.
रिपील करो.
ये कौन भड़का रहा है? अगर शिवलिंग है और शिवलिंग पे वजू हो रहा है तो कौन भड़का रहा है?
रिपील
भड़का कौन रहा है?
से क्यों नहीं किया?
नहीं, भड़का कौन रहा है? आप मुझे बताइए. अरे भाई आप भाई I'll tell you. अरे
कब से लंबित है?
one point. You see these things. Atik, don't shout. I'm getting Jaya Bharati also. Can I get the screens I want? Jaya Bharati also is on. This is ridiculous.
Shouting at the top
we are
of
in a
my
very.
voice until you ask a
See,
question.
this is not a
Yeah,
way
you
to
shouted a
debate,
lot in the Ayodhya
without
case also.
shouting. So listen, like one thing I want to just put few points here in context. Vishnu has already spoken about Gyanvapi, and one thing that a few points in sequence. I'll say one thing that they have been. You mentioned before that there is an opportunity for the Muslim party also to resolve this amicably and say to resolve it through mediation outside the court.
True, I think
And
so.
I want to just bring one fact here, that even in the Ram Mandir case, there is a law. Vishnu would second me on that. Whenever there is an entitlement suit or you've got to respond to it, there is a time frame of 12 years if you have to do it. And the Muslim party in the Ram Mandir case came just 12 days before this time duration was completing. And why so? Because the then Muslim people, they understood that yes, the Muslim invaders had demolished the temple, built a mosque over it, and they were ready to give it away. But it was the people like Atik and
What's the
Owaisi and the
point?
left
What's the
historians who
point?
said, no, you have a strong case, let's not
What's
do it,
the
let's fight
point,
it.
ma'am?
And we saw the results. Sir, please, you were
What's
shouting,
the
I did not
point?
interrupt you. Let me have my say. You could just, so please,
What's the
please have a
point?
decent debate, please.
Why
Oh,
are you
please.
every time invoking
I'm
the
asking you,
Muslim
please.
invaders?
No, this is not the way.
Who
Arnab,
has
this is not the
invaded
way.
India right
that
now?
it is beyond the very
India
basic.
has
No, I'm
been
not shouting.
invaded by the Modi
This is
government
not a
since
shouting
the
competition.
last
Arnab, this is
9.5
not the way.
years.
I would not want.
Why
I would
are
not
they
want
in
to
deep
debate like this.
slumber? Why do they want to make Indians fight over this? Why are they holding the year? We know, going back and coming forth, holding the year. It's straight holding the year from here. Repeal or
Ishkaran.
amend the
Put Ishkaran
1991
there.
Places of Worship Act.
Karan would wait for another 1 minute. I'll just finish my thing and I'll say. Another thing is he's been referring to the
No, I think
Places of
did you
Worship
just
Act.
say there? 1 minute, 1 minute. No. I have to come in there. 1 minute, 1 minute. First of all, Atikur Rahman, I'm sorry to interrupt you here. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Jaya Bharti. I demand an immediate on-air apology, Ishkaran, from Atikur Rahman, because I believe he has just said that Modi has invaded India for 9.5 years. अगर ये बात इन्होंने कही है, तो someone should drag him to court. He said Narendra Modi has invaded India for 9.5 years. Has he said that? Did I hear that correctly, Ishkaran? Did he say that? Did he say that? Everyone on? Did he say that? Did he say that? No. Did he say that?
He is still shouting that. Arnab,
Now
he is
don't
not
shout now.
backtracking
I'm going to
his
make you
apology.
apologize on
He is still
TV
shouting
now.
that.
Yeah, Ishkaran.
Can I come in?
I will shout. You need an apology? I will
Ishkaran,
say
come in. Let him shout.
that
Come in.
the Modi government has invaded India.
Arnab, if you can lower his video for 2 seconds, this is a very important debate. We do not need to have constant interruptions in a debate like this.
Continue. I'm lowering the fader. Continue. Can I have all the screens on it, please? Thank you.
Arnab, see the sheer cussedness. They start the debate by saying there is enough documentary proof that Aurangzeb, that the barbaric invaders broke temples. But you do places of worship at. This is the cussedness. This is the reason. This is the stand. They feel proud of the fact that we broke all these mandirs and you could do nothing because they had a veto in democracy and they had a government which was somersaulting to give them that veto and not pass any laws, not take any effective actions. Even the Ram Janambhoomi got opened because they had to monkey balance after Shah Bano. Let us be clear in history how that happened also. Let us be clear how the police officers kept going to the court and saying that there will be a law and order problem if you open the locks. That is the history because A, they broke the mandir. Then they say we have a government which wants our votes, so they will not take an action which a government should take. Even the Somnath Mandir, why don't we start with Somnath Mandir, where Jawaharlal Nehru opposed the first president going, where he destroyed the career of his cabinet minister who was leading the rebuilding efforts. That they will always feel proud of. But when we come to Ram Mandir or Kashi or Mathura or so many other mandirs, they say what has Modi done? This entire debate was in 2014. What has Modi done on 370? What will happen on Ram Mandir? Owaisi and that entire ecosystem used to laugh. Nobody can change 370. What is 56 inches? We are challenging. What happened? They slunk away like cowards when 370 was done and then started crying. Modi has taken a right in writing some articles in some foreign publications. Trust me, when Places of Worship Act goes, firstly, it's not applicable in this case. The court has already ruled that. And once the court on ASI, on evidence, comes to a judgment, they will again come, again cry, again do the same debate because it is cussedness. It's a strategy not to agree to anything because they want to keep boiling the nation. Some voices on social media from the Muslim side want to play a victim card so that they get the votes of Muslims. Whereas the reality is every month
Anyway, but now it's a but Ishkaran, the beautiful, the beautiful thing today. No, you may not respond because I want to get Zubair in, I want to get Jaya Bharti in, I want to let others speak, so you may not respond, sir, for 5 minutes. Point is, ये सब छोड़ दीजिए 56 इंचेस एंड ऑल 370 चली गई राम मंदिर बन गया ट्रिपल तलाक चली गई फिर भी पूछ रहे हैं कि 26 इंच क्या कर सकते हैं आपने देख लिया बन चुका है एनीवे आई एम नॉट गेटिंग इनटू दैट द क्वेश्चन इज सी जुबैर पढ़े लिखे व्यक्ति है आप आर्कियोलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया ही तो डिसाइड करेगी ना कि वहां पे मंदिर थी कि नहीं थी। या आर्कियोलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ पाकिस्तान तो डिसाइड नहीं करेगी। ये जुबैर आर्कियोलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ पाकिस्तान तो डिसाइड नहीं करेगी ना। या आर्कियोलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया, आर्कियोलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ भारत डिसाइड करेगी ना। तो उसको ब्लॉक करके कोई फायदा नहीं होने वाला है। यू कांट, द सर्वे हो चुकी है, रिपोर्ट बन चुकी है, रिपोर्ट अभी हाई कोर्ट ने अलाउ की है और रिपोर्ट अब पब्लिक होने वाला है। इनफैक्ट I think there are only 4 days for the public report to be made public. After this, Zubair, if you say we will not allow the report to be accepted, then nobody will accept you. This report has been ordered by the court. It will be placed before the court. It is the only scientific evidence before the court. It is, I repeat, the only underline, only scientific evidence before the court. So actually the report decides. रिपोर्ट के बेसिस पे जजमेंट होगी। Am I right, Mr. Shankar? रिपोर्ट के बेसिस पे सब कुछ होगी। So my question is, Zubair, this is the time, accept it. लड़िए मत। अगर रिपोर्ट में कहा गया कि मंदिर नहीं है तो फिर मैं कहूंगा कि विष्णु शंकर जितना भी ट्राई करें मगर उनकी केस बहुत वीक हो जाएगी। मगर अगर रिपोर्ट में कहा गया कि मंदिर थी, मंदिर है, जहां पे शिवलिंग है वहां पे वजू हो रहा है, तब तो कोई रोक नहीं सकता, है ना। तब श्रृंगार गौरी पूजा फिर से वहां पे शुरू होगी, कोर्ट कराएगी। और आप जैसे अभी स्माइल कर रहे हैं और स्माइल करेंगे उस वक्त, बिकॉज यू विल बी हैप्पी दैट वी हैव गॉन विद साइंटिफिक एविडेंस। यस जुबैर, सो आई थिंक चेंज योर अप्रोच, लेट्स ऑल से वी विल एक्सेप्ट द रिपोर्ट।
Muslims have always been with the courts and the judgment of the courts, be it अयोध्या केस और be it any other case. हमको एक चीज समझनी बहुत जरूरी है कि एविडेंस सिर्फ ASI रिपोर्ट का नहीं है। सबसे बड़ा एविडेंस ये है कि 1947 से लेके 1947 से लेके आज तक वहां पे एक मस्जिद खड़ी है जहां पे नमाज होती है। और जब तक वहां पे मस्जिद खड़ी है, आप विश्वास के साथ ये लिख लीजिए, मेरा विश्वास है और सभी इंटेलेक्चुअल्स का विश्वास है कि वो मस्जिद वहां से कभी नहीं हटेगी और कोई कोर्ट उसके खिलाफ फैसला नहीं देगी। जिस तरीके से अयोध्या के अंदर बाबरी मस्जिद का विध्वंस किया गया गुंडों द्वारा, उस तरीके का एक्ट जब तक नहीं होता है तब तक हम मुतमईन हैं, हम खुश हैं, हम कॉन्फिडेंट है कि वहां मस्जिद ही रहेगी। आप हमको ये पूछ रहे हैं,
so what he's saying is
ASI रिपोर्ट इंडिया की है, भारत की है, हिंदुस्तान की है, पाकिस्तान की है, वो सब आप पूछते रहिए। मुझे आप एक अश्योरिटी हिंदू साइड से दिलवा दीजिए कि जिस तरीके का एक्ट अयोध्या में गुंडों ने किया था, जिस तरीके का आतंक मचाया था बाबरी मस्जिद में, ऐसा कोई एक्ट हिंदू साइड ज्ञानव्यापी है, कोर्ट के साथ है और कोर्ट के साथ रहेंगे। हम कोर्ट के फैसले के साथ खड़े, चाहे वो जो भी फैसला है।
अच्छा, ये एक बात, वेरी गुड पॉइंट। विष्णु शंकर विल रिस्पॉन्ड। आप भी एक बार अश्योरेंस दे दीजिए कि अगर ASI रिपोर्ट में पता चला है ना कि वहां पे ये जो स्ट्रक्चर है 2050 साल पुरानी है ना, और 1170, आप मेरी बात सुन लीजिए ना, आप क्यों अगर अकॉर्डिंग टू द ASI, प्लीज लिसन टू मी जुबैर, देयर इज नो पॉइंट कि आप और मैं फाइट करें। जो भी है, इट इज गोइंग टू कम आउट इन द ASI रिपोर्ट। 3 दिन में दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी होने वाला है। आप और मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकते, हम व्यर्थ टीवी पे डिबेट करेंगे। जो होना है होगा, जो होना है होगा। इनफैक्ट जो होना है जुबैर जी हो चुका है, जो लिखना था लिख चुकी है। सिर्फ आपके और मेरे हाथ में नहीं है, ये विष्णु शंकर जी के हाथ में 3 दिन बाद आने वाली है प्रातःकाल। उसके बाद ये रिपब्लिक के हाथ में आ जाएगी। विष्णु शंकर जी हमको उसका एक ऑफिशियल कॉपी दे देंगे और हम इसको ब्रेकिंग न्यूज रिपब्लिक नेटवर्क पे चलाएंगे। उसके बाद आप व्यर्थ जितना ही हमारे साथ घमासान डिबेट करने की कोशिश करिए, कोई बदल नहीं सकता जो सच्चाई है ना। वहां पे ज्ञानवापी जो आप मस्जिद कह रहे हैं, उसके पीछे उसके बैक साइड पे हिंदू सिंबल है,
मस्जिद रहेगी।
हाँ, तो 3 दिन है। आप गारंटी दीजिए कि अगर वहां पे मंदिर थी तो आप वहां पे पूजा करने की अनुमति देंगे? कि मुस्लिम साइड कहेगी वहीं पे पूजा होगी। नहीं, ये दिस इज अ बैड एटीट्यूड, इनफ्लेक्सिबल एटीट्यूड। Can I get Vishnu Shankar to respond and then come to you for a comprehensive response, Jaya Bharti? Vishnu Shankar, you heard his counter question tonight.
He said that he believes in the court. I have a statement of Mr. Yasin, who is the secretary of Anjuman Intizamiya, and his
Zubair ji,
statement
2 minutes, Zubair ji.
he does not believe in the court of law. That is the statement of the Masjid Committee. So please sir, have the look at the statement of Masjid Committee. और मैं इनसे पूछना चाहता हूँ, आप मुझे एश्योरेंस दीजिए कि जो शिवलिंग है उसकी आप ASI जांच के लिए सहयोग करेंगे। आप कहेंगे कि ये फाउंटेन है, आपने कोर्ट में एफिडेविट फाइल किया है अर्नब, और इन्होंने कहा है कि ये शिवलिंग है, नहीं है, ये फाउंटेन है। मैंने कहा है कि ये शिवलिंग है और मैंने कहा है कि इसकी ASI जांच कराई जाए। जब इलाहाबाद हाईकोर्ट ने ASI जांच का ऑर्डर किया 12 मई को, तो ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट पहुंच गए और कहा इसकी जांच नहीं होनी चाहिए। तो आप अश्योरेंस दीजिए कि आप इसकी जांच कराएंगे। आप अश्योरेंस दीजिए और माफी मांगिए कि अगर जांच में शिवलिंग निकल गया तो आपको शर्म आएगी कि आप इस पे वजू कर रहे थे। आप अश्योरेंस दीजिए आज नेशनल टेलीविजन पे कि आपको शर्म आनी चाहिए कि आप हिंदुओं के शिवलिंग पे वजू कर रहे थे।
Response,
और अगर आपको वो शर्म नहीं आती है तो देन
मुझे लगता है जिस तरीके से विष्णु शंकर जैन ने क्वेश्चन ही डॉज कर गए कि वो बाबरी मस्जिद जैसा विध्वंस हिंदू साइड नहीं करेगा, तो मुझे नहीं लगता है अब इसमें आगे कोई ज्यादा बहस करने की वजह है। और मैं आज मतलब डर के साथ ये डिबेट खत्म करूंगा कि जिस तरीके से बाबरी मस्जिद पे विध्वंस किया गया, उस तरीके से हिंदू साइड जैन या विष्णु शंकर जैन या उनके सहपाठी या उनके साथी हो सकता है कि ज्ञानव्यापी का भी प्लान कर रहे हो, क्योंकि वो बिल्कुल अश्योरेंस देने से पीछे हट गए और वो कोर्ट
तो सर कोर्ट में गए,
स्मॉल क्वेश्चंस
ये फाइल्ड आवर केस इन द कोर्ट,
पता ही था कि इस
एवरीथिंग
तरीके
इज
का
हैपनिंग थ्रू द कोर्ट्स ऑफ लॉ। सो वेयर इज द क्वेश्चन ऑफ ऑल दीस थिंग्स? मैं तो आपसे लीगल बात कर रहा हूं, आप तो लीगल बात का जवाब नहीं दे रहे हैं कि अगर ये आपके ASI की जांच में ये शिवलिंग निकल गया तो आप माफी मांगेंगे पब्लिकली कि यहाँ पे वजू किया जा रहा था, और ये जो अभी दिखाया जा रहा है स्क्रीन पे ये वजू का पानी इसमें जाता था। और अर्नब, लेट मी टेल यू दैट दिस एरिया हैज बीन क्लीन्ड रिसेंटली, और रिसेंटली क्लीनिंग में भी हमारे लोग वहां पे गए थे।
I tell you, I ask you.
कोई आतंकवादी घटना करके तोड़ते नहीं हो तब तक कोई कोर्ट का फैसला हमारे खिलाफ नहीं जाएगा। हमको कोर्ट पर पूरा भरोसा है, कोर्ट हमारे हक में फैसला देगा।
I want Jaya Bharti ji to respond now, to come into the debate, but I also want Atik and Zubair to understand sentiment. If the shivling is being called a fountain और वहां पे वजू हो रही, then imagine how hurt at this moment Hindus are feeling. शिव भक्त हो, राम भक्त हो, जो भी सनातनी है, उनको इस वक्त कैसा लग रहा है कि हमारे सबसे पुराने शिव मंदिर के शिवलिंग को वजू खाना के बीच में रखा गया है, where people wash up and clean their feet and hands. You don't care about the sentiment of Hindus, is it, Zubair, Atik? पर यही एटीट्यूड है, we don't care about the sentiment of Hindus. जाए जो इल्तुतमिश ने कर दिया, अब उसको जो इल्तुतमिश ने किया वही होगा। क्यों होगा? एक मिनट, नहीं आतिकुर रहमान, मैं पूछना चाहता हूं आज कि जो भी हुआ, आप कह रहे हुआ तो हुआ, कुतुबुद्दीन ऐबक की बात 2024 में क्यों चलेगी? पूछता है भारत। कुतुबुद्दीन ऐबक, महमूद शर्की और इल्तुतमिश ने जो काम किया, जो औरंगजेब और बाबर ने की, उनकी बात 2024 में भारत में क्यों चलेगी? आप कह रहे हैं वही चलेगी। ऐसा ही है, हुआ तो हुआ। Jaya Bharti, I don't like this attitude, and I reject this view that this young lawyer advocate Vishnu Shankar Jain is trying to bring down a mosque. If Vishnu Shankar Jain and his family wanted to bring down a mosque, he would not be a lawyer for the Hindu side in the Gyanvapi case. This attempt, Jaya Bharti, to villainize Hindus. This is an attempt at villainizing Hindu Vishnu Shankar.
They have
trying to make Vishnu, trying to call him a terrorist. Trying to call him a terrorist on television, saying आतंकवादी काम करेंगे। कौन करेगा? क्या आतंकवाद है?
Seen the आतंक with which
कोर्ट में जाना
Hindu
आतंकवाद है?
temples were brought down. They have not seen that. No, but are they not standing while saying this to Vishnu Shankar Jain? Are they not standing with the आतंक that the Islamic invaders had unyielded over us and over the Hindu temples. They are standing by that violence. They are standing by that injustice. They are standing by that invasion, and they have made it an issue of Indian Muslim versus versus Hindus. Actually, the mudda is it is against the Islamic invaders in India. They should stand by India, but they are standing by the Muslim and Islamic invaders. That's the question. And they have taken only two sides for people like me, for people like Vishnu, and for Hindus. Either they mock us by disrespecting our deities, disrespecting our faith, disrespecting our way of life, or calling us names like terrorists and badmash and gunda, whatever this Mr. Zubair was just, I was listening to his language. Is he not standing by people who've demolished, who invaded India, Aurangzeb, Baburs, and the many names that you've taken? It is between the Islamic invaders and India, and not between Hindus and Muslims, the case that they are making. They have never been, they could have been accommodated. Even people in Muslim side in the Ram Mandir, before they came in to become a party, in 67, they were saying that we should give this place of Babri Masjid to Hindus. They do not follow for them. If anybody is doing hate here, it's them against Hindus. Can they tell me why is the name Gyan and Vapi, what it has to do with Islam? What does Kashi has to do with Islam? And let me bring in here. They keep talking about the Places of Worship Act, which says that the character of a Places of Worship Act will not change. But what is the character? The law does not preempt anybody from determining. Let us first determine, and if by the ASI report it is determined it is a Hindu temple, it is moral duty of the Indian Muslims to back off
Sadhviji, 15th August 1947 as it existed.
Mr. Atikur Rahman, I'm not even debating with you.
15th August, why are you hiding it? Why are you hiding the date? 1991 Places of Worship Act, as the religious places stand today. That is 15th August 1947.
Rejected by the Honorable Court. The court has given a finding that the religious character can be ascertained under the provisions of Places of Worship Act, and for ascertainment of religious character, trial
can be ascertained. What is the meaning of ascertaining?
And then only religious character.
Can you answer a question?
That the character
I have a question. Vishnu Shankarji, I have a question. Vishnu Shankarji, I have a question. I have a question for Atik, who is shouting like that. And Atik, don't shout. Answer a question. Don't shout. Because when you shout, you are showing this insecurity of yours. You have to, no, I want to ask him a question. Isme sab kuch clear ho jayega. Atik, answer the question. Do you support Erdogan reconverting Hagia Sophia, which was earlier a church and then a museum, into a mosque? Do you support the Turkish leader reconverting Hagia Sophia into a mosque? Do you believe that Erdogan has done the right thing by reconverting Hagia Sophia into a mosque? Hagia Sophia church थी ना पहले, फिर म्यूजियम बनाई गई, फिर एर्दोगन ने कहा नहीं ये मस्जिद है, तो नहीं ओरिजिनली मस्जिद थी. Erdogan said ये मस्जिद थी. नहीं 1 minute. Do you support?
May I reply now?
Do you support Erdogan reconverting Hagia Sophia to a mosque?
Don't make me shout, sir. I want to answer this question very calmly with a very, very good posture. May I now? What Erdogan in Turkey did
permission mangte. You know, he keeps asking for permission when he doesn't have an answer.
On the 6th of December 1992, both were equal. Both were equal. What was done by Mr. Advani and his cohorts on 6th of December 1992 was the same as Erdogan did in Hagia Sophia. Is that clear to you now?
No, you cannot have your...
Am I
you
clear,
do not
sir?
have the answer. Don't run around the bush. You have no answer to what Arnab asked you. When you don't have answer, say no and settle down. You did not answer the question. You're running around the bush and you're laughing like a lunatic now.
How uncomfortable Sadhviji is. She wanted to
no.
make me shout. She wanted
Nobody,
to make
no,
me deny.
No, sir.
But
You're
I
a habitual
haven't
shouter
done
only.
that.
Every time you
That's
start
why
talking, you
she's
shout.
so
No, this is not the
uncomfortable,
way.
see, Arnab.
No, I'm not going to let
And
you
then
do
you
this.
will
This is
blame
not
me
the way.
that I'm
Absolutely.
shouting.
You have no logic. You have no reason. You have no facts. You have no respect for whether the court
I'm
or
not
the ASI
supporting
or for
anyone.
anybody. You
That's
have
why you
no
are
consideration for
uncomfortable.
anybody. The only thing is you're gonna play a victim card now, and you just gonna spread
What is
hate
this,
over here.
Arnab? What is
Either
this?
you, now, a
Can I have
very
Vishnu
logical
Shankar?
She
question
is
was
trying
asked
to
and you
put
could not
Karan,
answer.
words into
please.
So
my
say no
mouth.
and
In the
settle
big
down.
screen, Vishnu
Say
Shankar.
no,
Am I
I don't know the
supporting
answer.
Turkey?
I don't want to speak the
In
truth.
the
Am
big
I
screen,
supporting
Ishkan was about to
Settle down.
speak.
I'm
Yeah.
not
Settle
supporting him. I am
In the middle
You
big
have,
screen.
you have
Put
no
Ishkaran
proof
back.
to offer
of
to anyone.
Turkish
Your support
empire
doesn't matter.
and the 6th December event
Arnab.
equal.
No.
Is this
I have
making
I have
her
Ishkaran into the debate.
uncomfortable?
Interesting point in the debate.
Your viewers will decide or
See
not.
the persistent.
No,
Your viewers
Ishkaran.
will
Rahman, you
decide.
have your turn. Can you
Why
not
did I
stop
lose that
shouting
window
and
right now?
screaming at the top
Thank
of
you.
your lungs?
Unnecessary.
A point
We
being
have
made
heard you
right now,
shouting.
guys.
You have not made
Video
one
mixer.
sensible point. You have just kept on shouting.
Come on.
Now let us have a debate. It's about to end, right? Arnab, see, this entire strategy is playing a victim card.
Yeah.
कि बाबरी जैसा कुछ ज्ञानवापी
Thank
में
you.
हो
Keep
जाएगा
it.
या कृष्ण जन्मभूमि में हो जाएगा. We are not sitting here to assure you of all your random fears. If tomorrow you fear that you are sleeping on the bed, you will fall down.
You
and
are
will
a
die. It is not our
hypocrite.
duty to assure you that you will not
Ishkaran,
fall down.
you are a
We are law-abiding
hypocrite.
people. We have gone to the court.
This is not a way.
strategy
Ishkaran, louder,
डरा
please.
हुआ,
Hypocrisy
डरा हुआ,
has
डर
been
का माहौल है,
revealed
डर का
on
माहौल है,
this channel
has played its role. We saw what
Republic
कितना डर का
TV
माहौल था. We are
has,
not here to
Ishkaran,
keep,
louder, please.
we are not here
exposed
to
the
keep feeding your
hypocrisy
frenzy
of
of playing the
Ishkaran.
victim card. We are going by the law. The law is deciding.
See the
The law is taking its own
hypocrisy
course.
revealing
Those who respect the
on
Supreme Court judgment.
Republic
Then why did
TV.
Mira Road happen? Why did
The
you attack
hypocrisy
people
of
just for
Ishkaran Mandari,
taking out a procession of Jai
and
Shri
to
Ram?
all
So
due
stop
regard,
doing this
Sati.
fakery, sitting on a TV debate
You are
and saying हमें डर
hypocrite,
लगता है, हम
sir.
डरे हुए हैं, हम डरे हुए हैं. This is a nation of laws.
So
If this was not a
palpable
nation of
viewers
laws,
of
we
Republic
wouldn't have such
TV.
lengthy court cases. Then
Good
everything
cause,
would be resolved in
Arnab,
one day.
good
But because
cause.
we are a nation of laws and we are proudly a nation
I
of laws,
thank
we
you
will
for
follow the
this
law. No matter what
revealing
cards you play,
hypocrisy
no
of
matter
the
what
other
political
side.
veto you think you
Keep
have,
it up,
no matter
sir.
what international
Keep it up.
support you have, no matter what amount of support you get in every
Your
editorial of the world,
hypocrisy
no matter
is not
whether you have
revealed
perfected
today.
the art of playing a victim while grabbing more and more and more rights, it's a strategy. Play a victim to get more rights. Play a victim to get more rights.
Wonderful,
And now the second
wonderful.
debate on AMU
Your
is also the
viewers
same
are
debate.
enjoying,
So
sir.
stop playing the victim card.
God
Stop
of
trying to
what
say you are
a
in fear
deep,
and so
deep
that we should do cartwheels
hypocrites you
to satisfy your
are.
fears. There is nothing to fear if you are a law-abiding citizen in India. Everything will go as per
Shame
law.
on you,
Whether you accept it or
Ishkaran,
not,
shame
everything
on
will
you.
be done as per
You
law.
call yourself an officer of the Supreme Court? Shame
see,
on you.
Gyanvapi is a
God
very,
save
very
this
emotional
earth,
issue
sir.
for us.
God
It's a matter of
save
faith
the
for all of
Supreme
us.
Court.
We were worshipping in the
Everything will
premises
Vishnu
as per
Shankar
law.
Jain.
in violation of Section 3 of the Places of Worship Act. We were dispossessed. It's a very, very emotional and spiritual issue for us. Gyanvapi is the mother of the civilization. Out of 12 Jyotirlings, 5 Jyotirlings
Sir,
are
either
Swayambhu.
keep
And out
blowing
of
your
5,
hands
the
on
very
your
first is the
emotions.
Gyanvapi. In that
Don't
Gyanvapi
try
complex,
to
they
ride
built
in,
a mosque. Arnab,
two
it pains
boats.
me. It pains me.
Please
in
don't ride
the
in
very
two
center
boats.
of our faith, they built a mosque.
Make
they
the
came their title
viewers
through
clear.
Aurangzeb in
Is it your
1670.
emotions
The
or
Farman
is
of
it the law
Aurangzeb
of
is quoted
India?
in Majlis-e-Alamgiri, wherein he
Don't
had said
whip
that I
up
have demolished a
emotions,
temple
sir.
and constructed a mosque. It pains me today
If you are
to
an
see
officer
Atif
of the
Rahman and my
court,
other friends
stick to the
claiming
law
their
of the
title
land.
through Aurangzeb.
The law of the land and
They have
emotions
lost
are two
on
different
each and every
aspects.
count before the trial
You
court,
can't
before
do
the
this,
High Court.
sir.
They don't
You
want to
can't do
believe
this
that
to
it's a
journalists.
temple.
Please.
They don't want to believe that in the
Either
Vazu tank.
emotions
No, I
or
think
the
the-
law.
I think the-
Either
They
emotions
don't
I think
or
I
the
want
law.
to. I
Arnab.
want to. First of all, I really want to educate you. I really want to educate you. Atik. Last point I will make here. You must understand this. This act that you keep quoting and you're in love with Places of Worship Act. Read section 4(3) of the Places of Worship Act. It completely exempts all archaeological sites which are covered by the Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Sites and Remains Act of 1948. पहले लॉ वॉ के बारे में, एक्ट के बारे में कुछ पता नहीं है, मेरे प्रोग्राम में चिल्ला के क्या फायदा. You may be an expert on Zakir Naik, but आपको law के बारे में कुछ पता नहीं है. और अगर ASI's report, आप don't shout. I can shout a lot more than you. You are such a, you love Aurangzeb, but I can shout more than you. If Gyanvapi's historical evidence goes back to the 12th century, that is more than 100 years, it falls under the Ancient Monuments Act of 1958. It is therefore exempt.
Argue it in
That
the
is it.
courts.
And I request
Open to
Vishnu
it.
Shankar Jain, lot of people telling you to give the report first copy to Republic when you get it in your hand. आप जल्दी रिपोर्ट अपने हाथ में लाइए, हम जल्दी ब्रेकिंग न्यूज कवर करेंगे, whether it is for the Muslim
So
side
that
or
you
for the Hindu
polarize
side.
the